Because you know what it is as well. Like it's a weird thing to say, but I feel like you're a dying breed, innit?
Oh yeah,
like you and your brother as well, because obviously your brother Johnson is. But I feel like, you know what it is? I don't feel like there's a lot of people who are like, who are real or say what they say they're gonna do and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
You know
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Or like people that's got like integrity.
Nah, man of their word, sticking to their word.
Yeah.
Nah, I get you, bro.
But yo, like the first thing I'm gonna ask you, and this is
started.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Shit.
Yeah, and this is something that catches people off guard all the time.
Yeah.
Which is around like how, like actually that's not even the question. Oh yeah, what's the one thing that people should know about you?
The one thing you should know about me?
Yeah.
I would say that I'm not how I appear to be, really, deep down. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think if people really get to know me, they'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I say the more you get to know me, the more you realize you never really knew me. Do you get it? So
I can vouch for that. The only thing I would say is I don't think you want everyone to know you though.
Nah.
There's only a limited amount of people that would know you properly.
Nah, if I'm not really feeling your energy, or if I get a vibe from you, I'll kind of give off energy back.
Yeah. How do you feel you're gonna deal with that when you become like the world champion?
What do you mean by that?
So like when you become the world champion in boxing,
yeah,
like how do you feel like you'll deal with people then? Because obviously you're gonna be like way more famous, and just people gonna be like trying to chat to you and interact with you and all of that stuff.
Bro, I'll be okay with it. To be honest, I'll deal with it the same way I deal with it now, bro.
Yeah.
It's just I'll be dealing with it a lot more then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The level's gonna be different, innit? The level
will be different, yeah. So to me, bro, I just treat people how they treat me. Or I give everyone respect first. Do you feel me? So as long as somebody's respectful, then I'm extremely respectful, and I make sure I'm respectful first as well, because I want you to be respectful to me back. I don't want to give you a reason to be disrespectful to me. So I'm respectful to everyone else. So as long as everyone's respectful, then everything's gonna be cool.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, bro.
But then also, like, I feel like, you know what? So I feel like we live in an era where there's like a lot of trolls, innit?
Yeah.
So for instance, I feel like there's some people who would like rather get punched in the face or certain things happen to them and then draw you out just so they can actually like live off like, you know, like get some fame or something, or get compensation.
Matt Tyson.
That sort of thing, you know what I'm saying? But I think that one there, that's different because I feel like the guy was drunk anyway. So I think there was alcohol and stuff. But I feel like there's people out there who will really try and draw you out just so they can have that 2 minutes of fame or try to get money from a lawsuit or something like that.
I'm used to that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm used to that, bro. No, for real. For real, I'm actually used to people trying to draw you out, but you kind of just gotta look past that. You gotta look at, is this person worth that? Yeah. More 9 times out of 10 than not. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you know what's interesting? I was just thinking about it now because obviously with some of the community members of this podcast that are listening, some of them might not even know what draw you out means, and so I was just thinking about that now. But it's actually it's a mad slang because like it's like having a draw in it, like draw you out. It's like someone's gonna draw you out.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You know what I was gonna say to you? See, when it comes to boxing, because you've been doing it for years now. Actually, what did you start with? Muay Thai.
Yeah, I started with Muay Thai. Yeah.
And then you went into boxing. What made you go into boxing? Because I never even asked you this before.
Do you know what it was, bro? I had just as much love for both of them. So I was doing the Muay Thai. I was doing well in the Muay Thai. I was winning. I don't think I didn't lose in Muay Thai. And I used to do boxing for the Muay Thai to help with my Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And all the boxing coaches, they kept telling me to turn over to boxing, but me, I was just like, nah, I'm feeling the Muay Thai. But to me, I just started weighing it up. Yeah. Because I was only doing boxing to help with my Muay Thai, and then I'm fighting boxers that are just doing boxing, and I felt like I was kind of getting better than a lot of them.
Yeah.
So then I started doing tournaments and I was beating guys, and I was thinking, right, I'm not even a boxer.
Yeah.
And then I won. Started winning a few tournaments. So then it was Abdul who just said that you need to switch over. Yeah. I started thinking of it as a career plan as well. Like, as much as I love Muay Thai, the money in Muay Thai and boxing is not the same. So if I love both of them just as much as each other, but one of them is gonna pay the bills, it's a no-brainer.
Do you know what I love about you? Yeah, I feel like with you, it don't matter what you do, because I feel like you got a strong foundation. Like you got a mad work rate, your mindset's crazy. Like that's why I'm not surprised when you went from like Muay Thai to boxing and you were doing both and stuff. And obviously, eventually, you just went fully into boxing. You don't even do Muay Thai no more.
Nah, bro.
That's a fun Muay Thai. Like, when are you gonna go pro, man? Because that's like, it's kind of like, it's not overdue in a way, because obviously there is no like timeline and stuff. But I feel like I want to start seeing that now slowly,
bro. The plan is to go next year, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be my last year as an amateur. Yeah, if things go to plan, so I'm trying to just tear up the amateur scene.
Yeah.
And then bro, then try to tear up the pro scene.
Yeah.
After that, that's the plan, man.
What do you think are the necessary attributes to moving from amateur to pro? What do you think are the differences and the necessary attributes required?
So when you're pro, so there's two parts to it. There's the actual boxing part, and then there's you as the product, because you're selling yourself as a product.
Yeah, so that's like marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
So people want to come and see you fight. There's a lot of boxers out here that are world level, but nobody knows it. Nobody knows their name. Nobody knows anything about them.
Yeah.
And then you got people, you're seeing like a lot of these YouTubers who just decided to go start boxing recently, but because they're well marketed, they've shot shit to the top. So they
already got the audience.
Exactly.
Like,
they've
it's
got
the audience that brings the money, innit?
So to answer your question, boxing wise, it's a whole different ball game, pro and amateur. Like amateur's a lot quicker. It's only three rounds. So pro, you got to slow it down. You got more time to pick your shots, and calculate and break your opponent down.
It becomes more of a chess game.
Exactly. There's more time. Yeah, exactly.
But that comes with experience, innit? Because most people,
like
I've actually seen some sick amateurs in like ABA boxing fights where like they've had so much experience, they actually slow it down. They are breaking the opponent will go mad. And
you can do it in amateur, of course. You can do it in amateur as well, but with pro, you've got more time to do it, and then that's why you see a lot more knockouts in the pro. Do you know what I'm saying?
But in amateurs, that happens more in like national championships, innit? People are a bit more calculated and they take the time.
You definitely get in amateurs.
Yeah.
But bro, then there's the whole, when it comes to amateur, you don't really get too many people that market themselves as much.
Would you ever fight a YouTuber?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
If they called you out, they said,
why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
They'll probably get beaten up anyway, but that's the interesting thing. I think you know what, like this is like slightly, it's not necessarily off topic, but it's something different. I was watching a video the other day, and you know, like there's a lot of like companies that talk about like people applying for jobs and stuff. People need to apply for a job and get interviewed and all that stuff. But actually, see nowadays, with the younger generation, like a lot of them make money from internet. They're not even applying for jobs no more.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And the company's talking about, it's like, oh, how can we get them to apply? But what happens when you don't apply no more? Because it's getting to the point where like people can start YouTube, they can start something else. They're marketing themselves. You know, there's so many different avenues of making money. Like,
bro, the school curriculum is the same curriculum from how many years back? From when our parents went to school. But we're living in a different age now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're seeing little kids that are millionaires from playing Fortnite.
Well, some of them play some, what's that, Roblox? That's what it's called. Some of them make money on Roblox.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
they're killing it. They're killing it. Yeah. You're getting some parents now, they're actually encouraging their kids. So the same way maybe like 10 years ago, if a kid told his dad he wants to be a footballer, the dad might help him. If he told his dad he wanted to play computer games 10 years ago, the dad's gonna...
You know, Gary Vee said something kind of interesting. He spoke about how a lot of people believe like teenagers and kids nowadays are entitled and shit like that. But he actually said they're not actually entitled; they're just aware of their options. Because nowadays you got a lot more. Now you got more options to make money. Like you can go with the work route and school route, but you also have internet. And the fact that there's a community for everything. That's why I realized there's a community, bro. There's some community for some fucked up shit, bro. You know, there's people that in Asia eating octopus and fucking that kind of fuckeries. There's a community for that. So once you understand there's a community for everything, wherever you like, whether it be the most fucked up shit or the most basic shit, there's a community for it, therefore there's an opportunity to make money from it. So nowadays, what young people are, they're not necessarily entitled, they just know that there's better options to make peas. So they're more like, they're more accepting of just forgetting other shit, like allowing other shit to kind of fly by, because they know there's another thing coming.
But you know what? But there's something about internet though, because like, see the Gen Z, that's what they're really good at is internet, yeah. And basically, and I think it's that thing of like, you're right, it's about finding a community to like make money with whatever, but that's only if they utilize the internet. It's like, that's what I like what you said. You said like, it's about marketing as well. It's like, it can be the best boxer ever, but it's like, if no one knows
boxing,
about
that's
you,
what I'm saying. The sport's changed now. See, now you got, that's like a part of it. So, because me, I'm terrible at the whole Instagram. I'm trying to get into it.
Is that why you started doing more videos of you training?
Yeah,
I like that,
bro.
though. You know what? Let me tell you now, yeah.
Come natural to me, though.
Let me tell you now, though, yeah. It makes a difference, though.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously I know you train anyway, so like I don't need to see the Instagram. But when I see you on Instagram, and there's also a level of like, sometimes you don't know, you might inspire someone. Because there's like, I think there's been like a couple of days when I'm like, just like, I'm like, I might not be feeling it, or I lost the momentum, whatever. And I go on Instagram, like Dylan's just hitting the pads, or like Dylan's doing something. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going out there, like, you know what I'm saying? So it makes a difference. Like, you know what it is about internet, yeah? It's like, we don't know who it's affecting. You can put things online. Once it's online, you don't know who's watching and who's like feeling a type of way about watching it. You know what I'm saying? Even just like one person, 2 people, 3 people. And I feel like sometimes people, where they get it wrong is they worry about numbers too much.
Where they're looking at the likes, the comments.
That's all like, that's cool. But it's like, I think the most important is the process of putting it out. So the fact that you're doing that already, you're really getting a step closer.
I'm trying, bro. That's me coming out my comfort zone, to be real though.
But that's how we develop new things. Then the next thing is now you're talking on there, you know.
What's that?
You like just saying stuff on Insta.
Oh, bro.
You're not feeling.
I don't even know if I'll get to that one, but But yeah, bro.
I don't know. You can do something like advice of the week.
Advice of the week.
Yeah, like advice of the week for boxers or whatever.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
It's like a
little. I find it how your example was so sick, because you said, "Oh, I wasn't feeling training too tough. I was feeling a bit lazy, whatever." And what do we do when we feel lazy and not like productive? We go on social media, right? And that's where all the motivational stuff is posted. So you, for example, posting boxing videos and shit.
Yeah.
Where are the less motivated people going to be? They're going to be on fucking social media.
What are you trying to say, bro?
I'm saying you're lazy. Maybe that's kind of like is a beautiful kind of balance of, because if there was like a completely different website designed for fitness only, and people posted their boxing shit there, and they posted the relevant shit or dumb shit on Instagram, people use Instagram for whatever when they're bored, it's less motivating. But then it just kind of go back to the thing of social media isn't bullshit, it's a mirror of you as an individual. So my social media is a mirror of myself and what I like to follow and what I like to look at.
You think it's a mirror of you though?
Yeah.
I don't think so though.
You're not
a mirror of you though.
I think it's a projection of who you want to put out.
You're portraying to people.
Yeah, you're portraying.
But I get to choose who I follow, right? So
it can still be part of you though. It's not, but it's not necessarily the whole you. Like, it can't be a mirror.
When you say social media, you talking about your account or
my personal account?
You're out. No, I'm saying. So your actual profile is a mirror of you. Is that what you're saying?
No. So
you're talking about the algorithm and stuff that comes in your feed.
So obviously I get to choose what I follow. What I don't follow.
You're talking about algorithm.
Yeah. No. Ignore that. Sorry, that's not. No. I'm saying the actual, so I get to choose who I follow, right? So I personally regularly go on my followers.
Nah, I hear what you're saying.
I'll go on with people that I follow and I regularly check through what my following is. But where was I present to the moment where I followed some bullshit meme page or something by accident? And just get rid of them. So I regularly kind of check in with myself, saying, "Cool, what am I actually looking at regularly?" Because I use Instagram. I used to be like, I used to do this thing where I just avoid using Instagram, thinking Instagram is a problem. When in reality, I was a problem. So I can use Instagram. It's just what am I using it for?
Just need to know how to utilize it properly.
Go, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've been through the same thing, bro. We just realize on your feed, you're just seeing a whole lot of fuckery. Do you know what I'm saying? On your explore page, you just tapping that unfollow button on loads of things.
Bro, my explore page looks mad, you know.
I followed 50 meme pages. I checked it when I was unfollowing. I followed 50.
Each
one of those fucking pages were posting like 10 dumb bullshit every day. Like 5 of them will be advertisements from shit I don't even need. And times that by 50 pages. And that's what I call poison. Because an apple could be poisonous, but apple could also be like what's it, healthy? It's just what kind of apple are you using? Are you eating, sorry. So if I get to choose what I follow, and I've actively chosen to follow meme pages, I'm poisoning myself intentionally. Understand?
Do you know what? Sometimes it's not conscious though. Like for instance, like I was following TSB, the Shadesborough, like for a while.
Yeah.
You know what that channel is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously I've been following it for time, and it's like one time some kind of gossip comes up, then the second time some kind of gossip comes up, and I'm like, why am I on this page? Like, I'm not actually getting value. Like, I'm watching like who like Rooney or someone's dating or someone's cheating on the wife. Like, or like what?
Bro, whenever sometimes I feel like an idiot just reading it. You know, like if I'm watching a video, something like that, literally halfway through, I'm like, bro, why am I watching this, bro? I just come off.
And do you know what? Another one unfollowed, which I used to like following him, is Bobby Kasanga,
Yeah.
I used to like his content, but I feel like, I don't know, like recently at some point I just seen like just bare like just like this madness, that madness, and I'm just like watching it, I'm just like, yo, it's not really helping me like in any shape or form. Like, I'm not learning something new. It's like the news, you know, like you turn on a news channel, and the news will tell you that's happening, this is happening. That's what I
talking about, Bobby Kasanga.
Yeah. So obviously I felt like he was putting out some good content, and at one point it's just like he was just putting out like madnesses, this, whatever, which is cool, but I can go on the news to see what's going on in the world, innit? It's the same thing. So it's like he was doing like news reporting at one point rather than putting out content that was like changing my life.
Was he doing his take on the news report though?
I don't even know, but do you know what it is? It's just it's the stuff I didn't want to see in it, and I feel like it goes back to like responsibility of like we get to choose like what we want to like consume in it.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro.
But you can slap your headphones on if you want to. Yeah. What I was gonna say to you, see, like in boxing so far, or just even just in martial arts in general, like what do you feel like your biggest development was through it as a person? I don't feel like people break that down enough.
My biggest development?
Yeah.
So, me was from martial arts. I've understood the meaning of working hard, and how do I say? Daniel Sam is the one who's fully shown me that and told me that.
Yeah, shout out Daniel Sam.
Exactly. Yeah, shout him out, man. How to really work hard and the benefits of it. So that's the best thing that's definitely the best thing I've learned from martial arts. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. And I think because I've been debating about this for a while. Yeah. Did you already have the work hard like etiquette before you started doing it, or did you develop it through it? Because
now you know what I did. You know, I've always had it. I got it from my mum, to be real.
Yeah.
My mum's like a crazy hard worker.
Yeah.
And I subconsciously picked it up from her, and it's something I didn't even realize until somebody must have asked me the other day. Sharuba must have asked me the other day. You know, he said,
"Shout out Sharuba."
Yeah, shout out my bro. He must have asked me about my fitness. He said, bro, like, because I'm quite fit, he says, bro, do I need to be running? How long do I need to be running for you to get like this?
Yeah.
And he said, how long have you been running? And I started backtracking, and I started remembering. He started bringing up memories I forgot about. In secondary school, in like year 7, I used to get to school just an hour early to run for about 45 minutes on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I done it. On for real. I used to do it every single day.
You had treadmills in year 7?
In my school, yeah. My primary school. Not saying my secondary.
Don't worry, listen, he's from South, bro. The South is different, fam.
They teach us to run from ops from early.
You know, the ones there start learning how to duck the ops down. Or
you get me. Helped out later in life.
No, we had one dead gym, bro. I went Kingston in Beckton.
Okay.
Our thing was tiny, and no one had access to it. Never.
Yeah, our gym, it weren't nice, bro. Like the treadmill was the best thing there. There weren't nothing there. And I was on the treadmill most of the time.
What do you lot think about having gyms and having like young people having access to weight? Because did you have weights in your school?
Yeah.
So like, what do you think about it? Because when I started, my first exposure to like weightlifting or like kind of lifting weights was like year 10, innit?
Okay.
And obviously you got the whole theory of it fucks up your growth and it's bad for you and stuff like that. So if you had access to that shit from the age 11, 12, isn't that like fucked up for you? Like, isn't it bad for your body and your development and shit? Like,
I don't believe that's bad.
I don't believe that too.
No, I don't believe it is. But to be real, that's not something I can speak intelligently on, because I've not studied that myself. I don't know much about it myself, but I don't personally believe that's gonna stunt your growth, because I know people that have been doing that since a young age, and
Okay, I'm short as hell, man. That's my excuse.
That's your excuse.
That's my excuse.
Yeah, run with that.
Boy, it works, man. I mean,
some people got reasons, some people got excuses.
It only works if I was wham. If I was wham, then it makes sense. But because I'm not wham, I'm like, I'm short because I was bench from year 10. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to show for it. So it's a bit like counterproductive.
Do you know what? I want to go back to the Cherubin thing as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Where you asked, like, how long does he need to run for to get like that, yeah?
Yeah.
I think a better question would have been, like, how does he build that mindset? Because it's going back to the thing, it's like honestly, you got a strong foundation, and this is what I was saying before. It's like, see, like the reason I asked you is like if you was working hard before you started boxing, yeah, is because like I've seen people who would start boxing and they don't develop that rate of work that you've got. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, what's the difference between one and another person? Obviously, there is the whole thing like people built physically differently, whatever. But actually, I believe the biggest difference is mindset. And just how people perceive it. So I feel like
100%.
And is that thing is like, do you think so? In your opinion, what's stronger, your mind or your body?
My mind, 100%, bro.
Because when your body's breaking down, it's your mind that's pushing it. It's your mind.
100%, 100%, bro. There's times where, bro, my body's finished. I'm in bed and I'm fucked up, bro. Like, and I've got up 4 a.m. and just gone to the gym and killed it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was all mind. There's times I'm in the gym, Daniel's screaming at me. My body is telling me, sit down. Do you know what I'm saying? But my mind's telling me, you got to keep going. Do you get it? So definitely my mind's stronger than my body. That's it. Like my mind, I'm 7 foot, bro.
I love that. You know, I love that. You know, I was saying this before as well. You know, like how we used to train, and well, you still do, but when we used to have the camps at like 5, 6 in the morning. I was feeling like we're those guys, like we're up early, whatever.
We're the killers.
We're the killers. But you know what? That's until obviously there's a different level of training. I think that training is the killer training. But like until I started going pure gym early in the morning, and I think there's a couple of times I went to like 4 or 5 a.m. Like there's a bag of people there. So I'm like, shit, like we were not those guys just waking up mad early, but the training we did, that's what made us different. Because the training is something else, like the circuits and everything else.
It was crazy. We still do that, man. I love it.
Come on. So see, once you start doing pro boxing, like how often do you want to fight? Like how many fights do you want to have?
Bro, as many as I can, bro. As many as I can. I'll fight every month if I can.
Every month.
Every week if I can.
Technically, you're throughout the year, you're always in a training camp. Like you're not, you know, some people what they do, like they will take like a short, they'll maybe not train intensively for like a month. Then they have a fight coming up. Then they start doing a training camp for 3 months. But you're constantly like in shape. You're constantly training.
Bro, do you know what it is? I got that from the MMA days. So when I used to do MMA, I become with MMA because it's mixed martial arts. You need to train so many different martial arts just to get in that cage. So I was used to, you know, just doing jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, judo. So I was used to training. I used to train in all of them.
I remember that
in a day. So then when I switched over to boxing, the boxing coaches are telling me, you need to be training 3 times a week. I'm thinking 3 times a week. Do you get me? They say, oh yeah, do a few runs on the other days. And then to me, I can't do that, bro. I get restless. I get restless, bro. Like,
do you have this thing of like when you don't, let's say you skip a session or something, which probably rarely happens anyways, but you feel like you fucked up your whole thing, just like.
Not really, bro. Because if I ever skip, I've got a real good reason to skip.
Like an injury or something.
An injury. And I just get right back on track.
But you don't ever feel like, so for me, it's just like, so when I got like sick momentum, and like I'm going every day, and there's, let's say a time I've got to do something else and I miss a day, I always feel like, I feel like lost. I feel like I've missed out on something I was meant to be doing, and it kind of plays with me a little bit. I feel bad about it, sort of thing.
No, I feel you. Do you know what it is, bro? Because I feel like I'm in the gym so much, bro. Like when I take a day off training, I feel like it's been a week. That's how it feels to me, bro. I feel like I've not been in the gym for a week.
Do you know why that's interesting though? Because you're talking about how so when you're talking about the whole switching from MMA to boxing, you're saying how you have to train less in boxing, innit? Was it more?
Nah, less. It's kind of encouraged to train less. So
that's encouraged.
So that's what I find interesting is the fact that you went from MMA to boxing. And that switch must have been kind of easy for you, considering they were asking you to train less. Whereas someone else who's going from boxing to MMA, completely different experience.
I don't think it was easy because you still train the same amount. Like
I still train the same amount.
But he wasn't forced to do. You know what I'm saying? Like MMA he was doing.
Bro, they told me to chill. All my coaches, all my boxing coaches, they always tell me like you need to chill. So you're doing too much.
That's what I'm saying. What I find lit is
they're not. This is the thing, bro. They're not even entirely wrong because boxing is very technical.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where I was so used to being tired, I didn't even notice I was tired because I was just constantly training. Like, so to me, my body being tired and fatigued, that just felt like a normal day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But when you're tired and you train, sometimes you train bad techniques because you're tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Say. I think there is an element, there's a balance between.
You need to balance.
Like sometimes you have to be fresh to improve. So like you have to be rested to learn something new or to advance a little bit further. It's that thing. It's like if I'm fucking, let's say this is just a mad example. Let's say if I'm running for 3 hours, every single time before I go sparring, like I'm never gonna be learning anything new in sparring because I'm just surviving because like I just ran for 3 hours. I'm exhausted, and I'm just like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just doing the most minimum amount.
And bro, that's one thing I've noticed because in a certain level, you're able to kind of win off just pure, just natural ability. So I was just winning of natural ability. But then as you go up the levels, you're fighting kids with natural ability just like you, but their technical ability is crazy as well.
Yeah.
So to where it wouldn't have been that important if my legs were aching a bit when I'm fighting a certain guy, when I'm fighting a better opponent, that split second makes a huge difference.
You have to be in your best shape.
Exactly. That split second makes a huge difference now. That could be determined whether I win or lose. Because the higher the levels go up, bro, the more important every little thing is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, but
I agree with you. I think just in life in general, not just in boxing, I don't feel like people measure that or understand how impactful like half a second can be.
Bro, it's crazy.
Because like literally like when I had this thing where the guy crashed into me on the motorway like 2-3 years ago now. Like I could have been 1 second faster, he would have never crashed into me. It could have been 1 second slower, he would have never crashed into me. You know what I'm saying? So that 1 second could have made a big difference. Sometimes it can be a life and death situation as well. And it's people talk about the bigger things. They talk about all these different like, it's the big things that are the most important in life. Actually, it's the smaller things that make up the bigger things, innit?
100, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like, see when it comes to boxing, if you was to give other people advice, or like, you know, actually, let me ask you this: do you think every single person should be doing boxing in life, or some kind of sport?
I think everyone should be doing exercise. But I'm saying everyone should learn how to box, learn how to defend themselves, learn a martial art. But take on a career to be a boxer, that's a whole different thing. I don't think everybody's built for that.
I didn't mean as a career. I think
just learning the martial art.
That's the reason why I asked you. I think every single person in life should actually do a martial art. I know it sounds a bit mad, but
no, definitely, bro.
There's so many different benefits. I don't think that what like disadvantages of doing a martial art.
Nah, for real, I agree with you.
Apart from injuries, innit? I guess.
Bro, I agree with you, bro.
Where it comes with
it. But bro, you could get injured flipping, walking your dog across the road, get hit by a car. Do you get? So you can get injured doing anything.
Nah, it's true.
You may as well get injured doing
something. Stairs and just like
exactly, bro. You can get injured doing anything. You may as well get injured.
So what
that's gonna help you.
So what advice would you give someone to get into like martial arts? And it sounds like on
someone
the
who's
fence
gonna
right now,
on the fence. I'd say go for it. 100% go for it, bro. Because, bro, I don't know anybody unless they actually grew into a family of fighters. I don't know anyone that walked into a boxing gym with no experience and wanted to be a boxer straight away. Most of us, in fact, all of us, you walk in there, you just want to learn how to defend yourself or something like that. Something of that nature. That's how it starts. And then you fall in love with the sport. Because when I first started, I just wanted to learn. When I started MMA, I just wanted to learn how to, you know, defend myself even better. You know? And then I didn't picture myself falling in love with it. But, you know, here we are, how many years later?
What do you think about people that walk in and they do like 1 or 2 sessions and they never come back?
Bro, that's what I said before. Like, I don't think everybody's built for it. So
do you think they're built? Do you think it's a thing of being built for it, or they need to change their mindset?
to me, I feel like how you do one thing is how you're gonna do everything. So
yeah, I like that.
If they've got that attitude with that, it depends how they talk about it. If they say they're serious and they want to do boxing, they will be doing boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? If they say they're serious and they do 1 or 2 sessions and then they cut out, to me, they're just an unserious person altogether, because they're gonna apply that same attitude to everything they do in life. So, yeah, bro.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, you know.
No, yeah.
So Bob, a friend of ours, he always talks about how, like, he says how you play games is how you play life, right? And I've always been against that statement because I've always kind of disagreed with it. Because I think everything is circumstantial, isn't it? Yeah. Everything is it depends on the situation, and I'm more than happy to be proven wrong if you have a counterpoint. Yeah. But like, let's say for example myself here. Yeah. I've been saying this for a minute. I'll never put the same amount of energy in my career as I do with women. Like if I was to try to move to someone, or whatever, move to a girl or whatever. I would never. And if I had like given the 2 opportunities to have a move to a girl or have a work opportunity, I never put the same energy in both. Now, is that like a pattern thing that you like? Is that
okay? But what do you want though? What's your main one?
The one would be obviously the work related thing. Like,
so what are you gonna do then? The work? Or are you gonna go to the girl?
No, I'll always go to the work.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I said. If you want something, you're gonna make sure you do it, bro. That's gonna be your number one.
No, how does what do you mean by like whatever I do? It'll be like if I do what I do
the
here.
phrase he said is how you do one thing is how you do another thing.
Yeah, that's that part.
The same way you do one thing, the same way you do one thing. Another thing. Yeah.
So that one I'm a bit iffy about.
I mean, so if you want something, bro, I mean it in that sense. So if you're saying you want, say I want to be a doctor today, and I apply a certain effort to be in that, and I fall short, and I think, let me just change my mind. You know what? This is gonna suit me better, and I say, let me be that. To me, if you've got that attitude towards something, you don't really want you've not got the right attitude towards it to begin with. You're gonna apply that you need to work on that. That you need to work on that fundamentally to begin with. Do you know what I'm saying?
So it's like you're like the person that goes and does all these things. It's the same person. The person, like the mind of the person, is still the same mind.
Exactly, bro. They're applying that same attitude, the same way they're gonna do that. They will do it for something else. Yeah. If they say they want something, and that's how they treat something they actually want. They're gonna be like that for everything, bro, because that's what they want.
So essentially, the only way to change that is by basically fixing the roots.
Exactly. You gotta go to
this was gonna say. So I fully agree with Dylan. Yeah, I think it's about the foundation of the person.
Yeah.
And whatever the foundation is, that's how they're gonna do the other things based on the foundation. If they change the foundation, they're gonna change on how they do things. Yeah. So for instance, like if someone's like a quit in life in general, like they'll come to one session, they'll quit. They'll go to a job interview, they'll quit. They'll do something else, they'll quit because their foundation is quitting.
Yeah.
So this is the interesting part. Is like once they able to change that one thing anywhere else. So for instance, they might come to the gym and they might quit. If they find out they're a quitter, and then you ask them like, what do you want to do about it? It's like they go, you know what, I'm going to come for the second session. Yeah. And then might be the third, might be the fourth. If they can change the foundation through training and they keep consistently coming, not even most likely, I'm 100% sure that other aspects of their life will change as well.
Because once you quit once, it becomes easier to quit twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
The thing is, so this is something I want to touch on as well. And the reason I want to ask it is because I want to understand it for myself. So I'm asking more of a question towards you lot to see your opinions. When do I know when to quit? Because as much as quitting is a bad thing, there's always a time to quit at something. So let's say, for example, we're doing a podcast, right? Yeah. And we're using the old cameras and it's been 3 years and we haven't upgraded the quality of the image or we haven't upgraded the quality of the audio mics, whatever. When do we quit doing something? Like when would I ever know when to quit to do something in order to become better?
So my answer is you don't know. Quitting is it's an option. It's a decision, isn't it? It's a choice. Like quitting is a choice. Like sometimes you might be doing something for 10 years and whatever. It depends on your measurements, innit? What payoff you're looking for, innit?
Yeah.
It's like,
even like boxing, let's say for example, I did boxing for about, I don't know, 2 weeks and I realized, you know what, I don't like going to this session.
My answer, mine is when you've lost the passion for it, you lost the love for it.
Fuck, that's
nah.
That's it.
I don't see a point in continuing because you're not gonna do it properly anyway.
How would you know if a loss of passion is temporary or permanent? How can we ever know that?
Like you'll know that, you know, like that. I feel that's a given.
Because we can be a present to the moment, no?
It can be what?
You could be a prisoner to the moment.
No, but that's the thing. That's a moment, and it's not going to last forever. It's like,
how do we know when is that moment? Because we never know we're a prisoner to the moment or after the
moment's not permanent, bro. It's like how long is a moment for you?
A moment could be a long time, you know.
Like how long? It's not a moment.
No, but people are prisoners to the moment. The prisoners to the moment is a saying, is a phrase. It's not it's not an actual literal moment. Because a person could be a prisoner to the moment for a whole year. Because if a person believes that they're worthless and they believe that for a whole year, that is a prisoner to the moment because you're a prisoner to the belief system of the fact.
Do you know what? Worthless. So I disagree with you. I think if they believed that they were worthless, they would never even started in first place. So whatever they're doing in life, they wouldn't have been doing it because like if they don't believe in themselves, like they wouldn't do it.
No. The worthless thing is completely separate to the whole starting and stopping. Just so you can understand what prisoner to the moment really means. But when, like, I fully agree with the whole passion thing. When you lose passion, that's a good time to give up or move on to bigger and better things. But now my question is, and my kind of personal battle is, how would I ever know if now is the best? So a lot of people always say is when it gets hard, that's when you have to go. When it gets hard, that's when you have to push more, right? That's the best time to push more. How would I know if when it gets hard, it's me losing passion permanently, or is it losing passion temporarily? And how can I know in the moment?
How can someone know? How can you know?
How can I know? I said that. How can I know?
I think that's for you to decide, but like, I think we're different. I think me and Dylan are both different.
As using individuals, then how would you know whether a loss of passion is permanent or temporary?
To me, bro. See, when you're saying that, I'm relating that to my weight cut. Yeah. So to me, boxing is easy because I love it. Training all the time. Some people might look at that like it's hard for them because they don't love it. But me, I love it. So it's easy for me to train like 1,000 times a day. But when I find it hard, bro, is when I'm doing it on an empty stomach. And I can't eat nothing. So I'm burning all these calories every day. And I'm literally, my stomach's finished. It's growling at me. I got to lose like 7 kg in like 10 days. So that's when I start getting them thoughts like, bro, to every boxer gets these thoughts. Just thinking, bro, this is long. Like, why do I keep putting myself in this situation? Do you get me? But then that voice in your back of your head reminds you of that feeling of when you win. You know what I'm saying? Or the feeling of being victorious or beating someone. And that's just what drives you through that.
That sounds like the purpose is stronger than the moment.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So literally, bro, like my why is bigger than what I'm going through right now.
It's like you're paying attention to the back of your mind because the back of your mind is the foundation of you, innit?
Of course. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the only time when it's testing your character then. Because like I said, bro, you could put that in life, bro. It's easy to do. When things are easy, you're never really going to know a person's character. When things get tough, then you're going to know their true character. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's only when you're going to find out, do you really want to be a boxer now? Do you know what I'm saying? When you're going through the times and it's not sweet, and you're hungry and you're getting beaten up in sparring and your coach is shouting at you, like, do you still want to be a boxer now? Or do you want to quit? And if you want to quit, that's cool, but boxing was never for you then. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's for everything in life, bro. Like, anything worth having, you're gonna have to go through adversity to get. You're gonna go through a tough patch. So if you know that your why is bigger than what you're going through right now, then you will make it through. You'll find a way to make it through. Do you know what I'm saying? So exactly, bro. When there's a walk, you'll find a way. What you get?
I can relate to that. Even like in comparison of this podcast in general. Just I feel like I've told you before. Like I don't know about you, but I've had these moments sometimes as well. It's like 1 or 2 moments. Like, and you know what it is? I feel like because this is not something that's popular. It's like it's not popular to talk about like real subjects or whatever. People want to talk about what music is dropping and talk about songs and whatever. There's all these different things that people talk about. So sometimes it's like, and based on that, it's like the numbers can be different. But then I remember the purpose of why we're doing it. And that's the purpose always stronger than whatever the thing is at that time. You know what I'm trying to say? Do you get that?
No, I get. Don't get me wrong, 100%. There's been times where I've like, it's even worth us continuing this shit. Like, I'm saying, but
bro, let's quit, man.
Let's quit.
Yeah. No, but if you enjoy it though.
No, that's the thing. So what I like to use, and I have a different kind of process, very similar to what you do, but this back in mind. Because what I do, my stuff is more documented, isn't it? So everything I do is documented, which means I can revisit it whenever I want. So whenever my kind of approach to it is whenever I don't feel like the podcast specifically anymore, I'll go watch the podcast with like Sachin or with I don't know, like someone that I really, really enjoyed filming with.
Yeah.
And when I watch that, it's like I'm revisiting the mindset I had at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I revisit, like I almost kind of temporarily ditch this emotion of I'm not really feeling this too tough. I ditched that for a moment. I go back to what I was feeling like when I was filming the one with like these people that I really enjoyed filming with.
Yeah.
And like that's what helps me remember.
Yeah.
Why did I start? And again, it's
because bro, just like that, you're not gonna be motivated to do it all the time. You're not gonna be motivated, but you have to be disciplined all the time. That's when discipline kicks in. Do you know what I'm saying? When you don't, because it's easy to train when you're motivated. You feel like training. You're in the mood, you're in the zone. But when you don't want to train, that's when you got to be disciplined now. When you don't want to go gym, you don't want to do the podcast, when you're thinking, bro, why am I even doing it? But you told yourself that, bro, I'm going to make it in this podcast. I told myself, I feel like you need to hold yourself accountable. If you said that to yourself, that you're going to do it, bro, be disciplined, you know?
Yeah. Do you know what helps a lot, yeah? And Leo hates this about me, innit? I have this kind of, I wouldn't call it OCD, innit? I'll call it like some type of, I like pattern, innit? I like consistency in patterns.
Yeah.
So what I always kind of force on Leo when it comes to the podcast is every single week at 6 p.m. we post, no matter what. So there's been times where Leo said,
I like that though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there's times where, there might be one time where Leo must have dropped me, so he does like some kind of stuff before I can post the video, and to get some stuff from him in it.
Okay.
And there might be a time or two where he might drop it to me bare late, where I've struggled to actually meet that deadline of 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So he'll say, it's calm, man, post on Monday 8 p.m. Like, brother, impossible. I'm up.
No, I love that, bro. You got a standard. You're trying to meet it. Yeah.
What I love about that is the fact that that was me being. So when we first started this whole 6 p.m. thing every Sunday, and posting every single Sunday at that time, at the time, because we dedicated to the shit before we even started, so we just looked at it as more easy than it actually is. One video a week. What's one video a week in it? It's nothing.
Yeah.
But then when we start doing it, like,
editing and that,
bro. When we start doing it, because we don't film in bulk, innit? We film weekly. Okay. And post the same week. So when we were thinking about it, when we were talking about it and having those meetings before we even started the podcast, we was being prisoners to the moment at that time, thinking this is easy. Now, this is what I love about prisoners to the moment, is not always fucking bad. It's not always bad, because what happened is, at that moment, we were prisoners to the moment. We said, you know what's one video a week? That's going to be light work. Yeah, it's difficult, but because we committed to it, us being a prisoner to the moment at that time has forced us to kind of meet these deadlines every single week, non-stop. And for the past, was it 60?
Bro, do you know what I love about that, bro? This is the maddest thing. Remember I said if you quit once, it's so easy to quit twice. Yeah. If you slip up one time, you don't post on a Sunday, the first time it's going to hurt you. You're going to feel like, bro, I didn't post. The second time, bro,
it gets easier.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets easier.
Before you know it, bro,
the first one's really
you're skipping weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous to give in.
So I guess having that kind of, again, I don't want to call it OCD in it, because I think
that's good, bro.
Yeah, but having that little thing that kind of is like a little itch on my shoulder. I haven't posted it. Shit, like I feel like I need to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having that has forced me to, no matter what, meet the deadline. And it's mad because I have it. Leo doesn't have it as much. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just a different person.
Yeah, it's literally because what he has. Because basically, this podcast is a result of the combination of us two, innit?
Yeah.
Like what he has, what he's good at, what I'm good at, and it's a combination of that shit.
Okay.
So for me, I'm more on the make sure I get this shit done on time, no matter what. I need to meet the deadline. I need to make it look as nice as possible, because my thing is more like aesthetics, opposed to like, obviously I value content a lot more than even the aesthetics, but that's kind of my focus. So having that little bit of a little chip on my shoulder just to make sure I meet certain things, that's what's forced the progression of the pod. And in turn, that's forced the progression of our character and our character building and our discipline as well. Like discipline is a big thing. So fuck it, OCD is good, man.
Bro, we need people. Bro, we need people like that in society, bro. Yeah. Imagine you go Sainsbury's in the morning, bro, and it's meant to be open at 8, and you get there at 8:30 and it's closed, bro, because you know the managers.
But it depends on the person, though, because more time managers. Depends on the person.
But I said you need people like that.
Yeah.
Do you get? Yeah. You need people like that. You can't have people.
I only do it because I care about the pod. Whereas if I was to go to and do a 9 to 5 that I don't care about, I wouldn't apply that same kind of need to finish it on time, because I don't give a shit about those 9 to 5. I give a shit about this. That's why I give that kind of energy.
Do you know what's interesting as well? There's that thing of like, see what you just said. I like what you just said. Like sometimes we're talking, I feel like we can be selfish sometimes, innit? Just in general. So for instance, like,
but you know what's sad, bro? You know what's funny? You say you do that for something you care about, but a lot of people are the other way around. They'll be on time for work, for something for somebody else.
For somebody who don't care.
But for their own thing,
it's easier.
They'll brush it off.
It's easier to do something for someone else than this for yourself.
Do you get it?
Much more easier. I could wake up at fucking 8 AM and go to work at 9:30. That's the light up.
Yeah.
But dedicating myself to staying up till 4 just to finish video, that's a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
So it's true. It's definitely true. I've seen that enough times, but it's that balance of what do you value more.
But do you know what? Like, for example, like, look at the sentimental value.
Yeah.
Like, Sabir was the first episode.
Oh, was he the first one?
He was the first one. And there's a reason for it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm gonna find it. Yeah. So the reason Sabir was the first episode is because remember when lockdown happened.
Yeah.
So
What kind of question is that, bro? Who doesn't remember when lockdown happened?
obviously, so one of the things that I was starting off at that point, and then we started having conversations with Aladdin. I was like, when the whole COVID thing's over, we're gonna start a podcast. But the podcast started in lockdown.
Yeah.
I've done an episode with Sabir online.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen that. And so there was a reason for Sabir being the first person on it because it started with him. You know what I'm saying?
I think I watched that one, as well.
Yeah.
So Sabir should have more
I
royalties.
definitely watched that one actually. It was your first one, yeah.
Well, the first one.
Like
I remember you post. I remember waiting for you to get started on it. I remember you were telling me for ages. Yeah.
It's like a live stream on Insta. Like Insta live or something.
It was this.
Yeah, I remember that. You done one with
Asim.
Who else you do with?
Asim, and then kind of stopped after that.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, that's not how I want to do it, basically. But and then Aladdin was, what, actually, like, even Aladdin, he was a big reason. He was actually pushing it. It's like, yo, let's start this thing. And I was telling him, I was like, you know what? I'll look at getting equipment in, like, what was it, September or something, or August. And he's like, nah, man. He's like, nah, man, let's get it. And then I think we just started in, like, May? We started in May, innit?
First episode of May, so yeah.
Yeah, we started in May last year.
Okay.
But what's also man valuable is the fact that, so what my takeaway from you starting on Instagram and then moving on to doing it like this is there is a thin line between knowing when to start. You feel me? So if you started then, it's like that was the wrong time to start in it. Like in terms of like doing it on Insta, and that was the wrong time. And as much as something that you wanted to do is understanding that I require certain resources, both physically and mentally. I require certain resources to make sure I do it properly and to the best of my ability. So when you were doing it on Insta, you had the mental resources for it, but did you have the physical resources for it? No. But there's other times where someone might go into something with the physical resources. Like I've seen enough times, I've seen people start podcasts, right? They have the cameras, they have the lighting and the mics or the shit, but they're not mentally prepared for it. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest things I learned that took away from that was understanding when is the right time to start what I want to start.
But you know what? I think that's when a lot of people mess up at, because they're waiting for the perfect time.
Yeah.
There's never a real.
That's what I say. There's a thin line.
Yeah, there is a thin line. I agree with you, because you want to be prepared. You want to be in a position like, if I've got so many commitments, say I want to start gym, and I've got all these commitments and it's not realistic, then there's no point. I need to, set out my schedule so I can actually go to the gym. Yeah. But then again, you can't be waiting for the perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's never gonna come. It's never ever gonna come.
Do you know? I'm really interested in seeing, like, genuinely, like, I want to see your journey with, like, social media stuff and advertising, because you've started, didn't it? Like, that's what you were talking about.
Do you know what it is, bro? Do you know what it is? I don't like editing. I hate editing, bro. I want someone to edit for me, bro. You can do that.
This guy, bro. This guy's been doing it for the past 2 years, bro.
Bro, because that's what I find hard, bro. All the training, I find that easy. See what I'm saying though, with discipline? That's where I'm actually. That's another thing where I'm having to force myself now to post. Yeah, like, I really have to force myself.
But the thing is, that's what I love about social media. I was talking to someone the other day, and he was talking to me how he wanted to get into, or he was trying to get into property management. And the thing about property management is that the entry point is so low. So high. In order to get into a property, your entry point, you have to have a certain amount of P's, which is a lot of money to get into it. Bro, with social media, the entry point is so fucking low that even children are doing it. So in reality, all you need, fuck the editing, all you need is a next man, not even a tripod. All you need is a tripod to film yourself, and that's all you need, and you post it. Because in reality, when it comes to audience and build a community online, they see like authenticity in it. They know it's authenticity. They know what's real, what's not real. It doesn't matter how good fucking shit the quality is. The quality will come. Don't worry about it. It's just me and Leo.
Nah, bro, I'm aware of that. See what it is. Do you know what it'd be for me, bro? What would happen was I would post something, So I would say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it properly. Because if I do something, I want to do it properly. Yeah. So I would record my content, my videos of me doing pads, doing all this or whatever I'm doing, my sparring, and then me, I'm not good. I'm like an old man, bro. When it comes to editing and all that, I find it so hard. But I was like, cool. I spend hours. For some of you lot will take minutes, yeah. But for me, and plus I'm a perfectionist.
It's mad you say that for your age as well.
I know, but I'm an old man, bro.
I'm
an old man when it comes to this, and I'm a perfectionist as well. So I have an idea in my head of how I want it to look, and then I'll spend a long time editing. I'll get it just how I want it. And then what happened was, bro, I'd post it on Instagram and then it'll be all pixelated. And it'll just be like...
we'll have a conversation. We'll have a conversation.
Completely blurry. I just feel like, bro, I just spent ages doing this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And it came out in a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what
just
it sounds like?
that.
I could be wrong. What it sounds like what's that thing? You know when you publish it? When you're going through the app and you publish like the final video. Maybe you drop the quality.
Oh, that's what it is. We'll have a conversation after because there's certain things you know about your thing to make it. If you go on Instagram right now and go on the surface page, we'll look at all those reels, fucking sensational quality. That's done on purpose, innit? So we'll talk about that regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
What I took from that as well, and this is what I love about myself, I guess. I love posting shit content or shit looking stuff. So, like, for example, the first one we ever done with Sabir, bro, I look back at that thinking this was fucking hideous. But at the time, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So I love that shit because at the time I thought it was good. I thought, it was a good, like, it looks nice, visually it's nice. But now I look back and I'm thinking, brother, that was whack. That's growth, bro.
It's still the best thing.
That's growth.
That's why it's so good, is because that's when that's basically the starting point, isn't it? Like,
but that's growth. Like, we'll never know how far we travelled until we turn around and look where we started. You feel me?
This is why it's sick, and I think we spoke about this before. See, like back in the day, like medieval ages, whatever, when we were swinging swords and that, even though people are still swinging swords nowadays too, but see them days there, like if they had cameras and shit, like no one can change the history, like if things were documented, like no one can actually change that. It's just like we
that's
can see it.
Everything should be documented, but not everything should be published. Not everything should be documented. Like, we should always keep track because things die with memory. They don't die just by dying. They die with memory. And this is what I love about video and video worlds, is that video preserves memory for as long as it lives, right? So that's why I always say we should document as much as possible. Document as much as we can. Published, that's a different thing. Like showcasing and sharing it to the world, that you can be iffy about, but documenting is like the biggest priority for me.
Yeah. But like there's so much value as well. Like for instance, like when you got kids, like to be able to have videos so you can show your kids on how you were back in the day, that's special, innit? And for them to even have that,
you know, that's why you hate me because I don't
hate you, bro. Like,
no. There's a million reasons.
I don't hate you.
There's a million reasons why you hate me, bro. I know for a fact. You hate the fact that I don't delete the raw footage from this. I'm saying,
bro, I don't care, fam.
No, bro, bro, don't get me wrong. You said it a couple of times.
That was back in the day. That was like when we started. I don't give a shit now.
Regardless, I never delete the raw footage. The reason why is because whenever you look back at a raw footage, there's like a couple minutes just before we start the video and a couple minutes just after we start the video. And when I watch those two little, like, all it is 5 minutes of content, but it's so fucking powerful because it's all we know. Like, whenever we go back on YouTube and watch some of the videos, all we know is what's been published. But when we go back and watch the actual raw footage and we see that little 2-3 minute conversation we have before we start, that's the fucking gold, bro. That's the unpublished. That's the documented but not published gold.
Yeah.
And that's that shit. I love watching that shit, man. It's like, I don't know. This is, for me, I love it, man. It's amazing. It's just crazy.
I see you're very passionate about this, man. I love it, man.
Bro, you're recognizing it.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Because you have the same thing with, you know what I'm saying? You recognize that.
Of course, bro.
Passion recognizes pattern.
You know what I'm saying? And when you see that, when you see someone's passionate about something, you respect it even more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You respect it even more. So if you came on this, you seem like you didn't even care about it. I'm thinking about, why should I care about it? You don't even care about it, and it's yours. Do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's the energy thing.
Exactly, bro. But like, I see you're very passionate about it.
Hey, how do you see energy? We've started wrapping up. How do you see energy? Like,
how do I see it?
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah. So the reason I'm asking this, it's been on my mind a lot recently.
Yeah.
And it's something that people don't talk about. So I started having conversations about it because I wanna make people aware of it. Like, just what's your perception on energy? How do you see it? If you have one, innit? Because you might even thought about it before.
So how do I see energy?
Yeah,
so,
just like there's no, I don't want to limit I don't want to give you like a specific question, just anything goes, man.
So what you're asking me is, so how do I see it on a person? How do I interpret it? How do I read
it?
How I read it?
Yeah.
So
all of that.
Body language, you know, tonations, even the way you're dressing, because, you know, let's be real, we're all stereotypical. We don't do it on purpose. It's subconscious. It's subconscious. Do you know what I'm saying? But the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, I'm forced to judge you.
Yeah.
I'm forced to judge you based off what you're giving me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a natural thing. So energy, bro. I just give off what you're. I just how do I word it? I just give off what you're giving me, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So, bro, yeah, literally, bro. Body language, it's a tonation.
That's the thing. Is energy visible or invisible?
Is it visible or invisible? Yeah. It's both.
If you got the right glasses on, yeah. If you got the right metaphorical glasses on, you can probably fucking see it.
I like that fact you added metaphorical. Yeah, I was about to say, bro, what glasses are you talking about now?
Young Specsavers and that. Now, if you got the right metaphorical glasses, you can see everything. Well, you got a fucking high vis shit. You can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you can see what. Because it's so I got a friend that she believes that everything is energy in it. The entire world is built around energy, and everything we do is energy in it. So she has multiple different types of energy seeing glasses. Yeah. So and don't get me wrong, she'll be wrong every now and again in it. Which I love it when she's wrong in it because it's opportunity to make fun of her. But whenever she sees someone, she can kind of notice a certain energy and whatever, and she believes that. Cool. If this it's almost like pattern recognition as well. So she recognizes pattern, like small patterns that people do that allow her to kind of assess someone in a certain kind of way. But her belief system is everything we do in the entire existence of us as humans and as a species is all surrounded and all built around energy and different types of energy and different kind of different ways of reading energy and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Like, obviously, everyone's gonna. The reason I ask for your opinion is because, like I said, number one, people don't talk about it. So some people can't even describe it in first place. Yeah. Or they don't think about it. And number two is just like I started to feel like like sometimes like what's the difference between me coming out one day, then the next day, and then being around people another day? It's just like I'm like, actually, I think there's something to do with energy, and it's not just other people's energy. It's also my own energy. It's like, what energy am I putting out into the world? Yeah. Like when I'm around people, and it's like, and vice versa. It's like when I'm around a certain person, why is the person giving out certain energy, and how is that making me feel as well? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's something that people don't talk about. It's not something that's visible, or maybe even easy to kind of describe or articulate. So I'm just trying to shine a bit more light on it in general. Like that's my next thing in life, just to talk about energy a bit more.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
Yeah. So, before we start closing, is there anything you want to promote?
Hella things. Fam.
Yeah?
Hella. Yeah.
Let's do it, fam.
Where do I even start? Billy Bones, you know, that's bro. You got a new one.
That's bro, literally, bro. Like
literally, bro. Literally. That's blood, bro. Yeah, he's got a new thing called Platform 1 coming out soon. My guy is KD. My guy Ristat. They got a tune Wet. Yeah, that's coming out soon. Sorry, that's already out right now on GRM Daily. Who else? My bro Keys. My other bro KD. They got Zombie Killers. That's out right now.
Zombie Killers.
Yeah, go do that up, man. And my guy Debo15, man, he's got enough things. Debo 15th on YouTube. Go check that out. My guys are killing it, man.
Love that.
Literally. Yeah, and obviously shout out to my guys killing in the boxing thing, the MMA thing, Sabir.
Don't do that. Don't start listing names because you're gonna miss people out. You're gonna go into, bro.
Oh, there's too many names. Yeah. Let me not go down that road, bro. But yeah, man, Sabir, he's saying he's got a big fight coming up. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be there by any chance?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah, I'll be there as well. Yeah.
Was that this Friday, innit?
Yeah, it's this Friday.
Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm there for sure.
Do you know what? I never used to go to people's fights, innit?
You never?
Nah, it's basically because I had this thing of like, if I go to one person's fight, I have to go to everyone's fights.
Bro, it's expensive, bro.
It's expensive. So I start going to people's fights now. So I'm coming to yours when you go pro next year. I'm not going to amateur fights and stuff, innit? Like no disrespect to no one else.
Sabir's pro now.
Huh?
Sabir's pro.
Yeah.
Sure, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be there, but just I'm going to people's fights and the people that care about it.
Come on, bro. Yeah,
I'll be there for yours, obviously the Bears and just other people's fights. I'm gonna be there. Yeah. So do you want to drop the question today?
Yeah,
we alternate all the time.
Was you done with like your shoutouts and your promotions, or do you have more?
Yeah, I'm done.
And also, what's your Insta as well? Let's drop.
Insta Goodfella. So GOODFELLA_A1.
It'll be in the description. It'll be on the video. So
and also, if anyone's like interested in like seeing good quality boxing content, just
follow man.
Whenever you follow,
and even you can ask for advice as well. I don't know if he's going to reply to you or not, but
I'll reply, man. Of course I'll reply.
I'm not sure. I can't say you will, innit?
No, of course I'll reply. Yeah.
Because everyone's different. So
So same question we ask everyone at the end of each pod. You have one opportunity to say one thing to 7.9 actually. He's gone up to 7.9 recently.
7.9 now?
Yeah, 7.9.
Switching up now.
So 7.9 billion people.
Yeah.
You say one thing to them, what would you say? Big opportunity. Come see my fights.
Billy Bones, bathing it out now.
Very pleased.
That's what I'm gonna say.
That's how you get the revenue up, you know.
Yeah.
Do that one up.
I'm not gonna lie.
Billion of you.
I've been your brother's music. I've been listening to it, man. It's good music. You know what,
bro? You ain't even heard nothing, bro. You ain't heard nothing. No one's heard nothing. When people told me bro's cold, I just look at them like, bro, you ain't even heard nothing. You get it, like you think he's cold, but you ain't even heard what I've heard.
What he's got in the locker. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan. I'm following. So
yeah, he's killing it, man.
I'm
He's
waiting
killing
for things to come out.
Yeah, he's got some mad projects coming out soon, bro. It's crazy. Yeah.
I think that's that one. And remember what Bills said for his answer to the question. Bill's Kitchen. Remember?
No.
Wash your chicken.
Oh yeah, wash your chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think that one. So another guy said wash your chicken as his message to. So used to have like this in terms of the funny ones.
Do you know what I saw yesterday?
I
went to watch.
You say what everyone else try to say something deep, innit?
Bro, bare metaphorical and flipping philosophical.
But there's not right or wrong.
There's no rules.
We're open for everything.
Be different, bro.
Do you know what I was gonna say? So yesterday I went to watch Derek Chisora.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, what's it? Pulev, innit? Povelev.
Yeah.
Povelev or Pulev?
It's Povelev, I say. There's two.
I don't even know, fam. But anyway, he got robbed. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, he got robbed. Anyways, but yeah, I saw Castillo.
Oh
yeah. Shout, yo, big man thing. Shout Castillo first. Nothing. Do you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Out of all the people there, there's like a bunch of famous people, innit? The only person I actually cared about is Castillo.
Oh, word.
I was watching his come up and his journey on this YouTube thing, I was actually, that's the only guy I rate there, but...
I rate him still.
But yeah, cool,
Where was that though?
O2.
Oh yeah?
O2, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, honestly, gratitude for being here.
Oh, love for having me, bro.
We'll chop up another one. You know what we need to do? We need to do like a fighter show or something. Like we get fighters just talking.
All of us on here?
Yeah,
talk show.
Huh?
Talk show.
Oh, we can do that.
Don't tell them too much right now. Yeah. Keep it secret right now. But I'm saying those two words, talk show. You feel me?
I'm down for that, man. Just let me know.
It could be different themes, innit?
Don't give him too much, bro. Keep it in the down low, bro.
Cool, but either way,
spilling the juice.
No, I'm saying.
Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Love for having me, man. Appreciate it.